Yeah, I like that one. Ooh, magic mirror on the wall. Who the fairest one of all? All eyes follow me, Mona Lisa. All eyes follow me, Mona Lisa. Butterfly, fuck, better fly. Mandela, fuck, passing by. Butterfly, fuck, better fly. Mandela, fuck, passing by. All eyes follow me, Mona Lisa. 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 Butterfly, fuck, better fly. Mandela, fuck, passing by. Ooh, magic mirror on the wall. Who the fairest one of all? This ain't a minimum fantasy. I just into a galaxy. So far away from my mama calling me, asking and I'm scared. I give her her love a show. Yeah, I'm her love at practice. Last night I planted a seed and now I peas in the trap. I'ma play that moolah. I said with my flavor, I had to bring it to me pronto. Cherry like it bittersweet, rolling up with the bago. Mona Lisa, oh mamacita, Dios mío. She sung me like Mona Lisa, I can't help it. Mona Lisa, cherry be da Vinci. Flight to Paris, dress you in Givenchy. I just am 21, I'm feeling savage. I'm just tryna do my dance on ya. Running and fucking around all damn. My legs on loop, before she dance for me. She saw the lines of that white. All eyes follow me, or she been planning what? Butterfly, fuck, better fly. Mandela, fuck, passing by. Butterfly, fuck, better fly. Mandela, fuck, passing by. All eyes follow me, Mona Lisa. All eyes follow me, Mona Lisa. All eyes follow me, Mona Lisa. All eyes follow me, Mona Lisa.
Feeling mango. My lips sweat, got stay low. Won't touch the more on her. Won't you know you listen me skirt. First I spell pain, ripping and drop. Then you be ripping the range, roll to the top. Bitch, don't make up on me, we ain't in the show. Broke and Picasso, only when I'm swerving on. Just don't move on, someone see me rolling my money, go long, 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 long. Diamonds behind it so bright, name might go color banana. Why you so hard, now you ain't my target. Say me got me down with me at the palace. She think she fine, she think she want mine. She think she fine, she think she got time. Dripping my wall, feeling mango. Mona Lisa, sweat, gosh, say low.
Butterfly, fuck, better fly. Mandela, fuck, passing by. Butterfly, fuck, better fly. Mandela, fuck, passing by. Ooh, magic mirror on the wall. Who the fairest one of all? All eyes follow me, Mona Lisa. All eyes follow me, Mona Lisa.
Are you coming with me? Feed my fantasy. Are you coming with me? Feed my fantasy.
paper. I just that little bitty bitch who take candy shop. Punching that dick like I'm a motherfucker bucky stick. Go ahead and gun like I brought my own hockey stick. I make a gun and I stand on top of it. Just see your bitch and I let her on top of it. I'm in the top like an eagle on top of it. Added it word and a hundred of providence. Lack of effort, but I'm into the dominance. All these bitches looking, giving me confidence. Don't feel like I should explain this shit common sense. I took a trip to a whole different continent. I said my hero and count out the comments, bitch. What do you mean? Starting the bucket list. Me and the bros are hanging like ornaments. I ran my life, I guess you in a tournament. Rocking a big bitch, I'm importing it. You took a lie, but you just aborting it. Drip on my neck with a Burberry cardigan. Here at the way, little bitty, we started it. I may fucked up if you think you a part of it. Turn up the bass, I'm finna bombard the bitch. Yeah.
Back with the remix. These boys all my sons like Phoenix. My city and state never ever seen this. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a young boy genius. On the futon, I'ma give it that penis. When this shit's done, I'ma fill up arenas. Ooh, like Gilbert Arenas. Shoot my shot, I'm still with the demons. Ooh, I keep it thorough. I got 5 chicks in New York, that means 1 in each borough. I'm in the pocket like Burrow. When I'm back home, no, they treat me like Robert De Niro. Took her to Taco Bell, bought her a churro. Took her home, gave her a cinnamon swirl. I left it in, now I got her €1. Zeros on zeros on zeros. That's what my bank account balance say. I got a check from a shoe company, now I do anything the New Balance say. I bought her a plane to get out of state. I got me a shorty from Roundaway, said I'm in town today. She said she coming over and she down to stay. I got a hit, she been playing that shit, so when she pull up on me, I know what she bout to say. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options, I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshing, I'ma spend this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10.
Callin' my bitch, tell her bring me that noggin. Brain real good, she a scholar. I like a thing with low mileage, good brain with no college. Call me the baby, no Tyler. I'm real creative and stylish. F in my denim. I send that hit, make them spin 'em. And I just flew back from LA on the jet yesterday. I go back and forth like I play tennis. I fuck with your hoe, yeah, I feel for it. Still on the Billboard, the #1 song in UK. And now they got so fucking rich, all these hoes on my dick. I still don't give a fuck what you say. She eat it like a Pac-Man, nigga. Whoop a nigga like I'm Batman, nigga. I just put up in the Batmobile. The reason I ain't fucking with these rap ass niggas, cause they cap ass niggas and their raps ain't real. Believe me, you wanna keep your life and take it easy. I'm rocking water diamonds, need a squeegee. These niggas water down, they drinking Fiji. My whip is orange and brown like I'm in Cleveland. My bitch is mellow yellow like a soda. These niggas title tellers, I'm a soldier. Hey, somebody tell them niggas that it's over. You know it's baby, nigga.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options, I can pass that bitch like Stockton.
That scattered, I caught her, I'm out here with somebody's daughter. She calling me daddy, I'm somebody's father. I gotta go diss it, I when I go kiss it. I put my lips on it like somebody watered it. Diamond in the glacier, the card in the wallet. She put up to fuck me, but nobody caught it. She told me that she wasn't feeling my music, I fucked it. She told me it's nobody harder, and I'm with the G-ski. I need that shit for the free ski. We are not buying no pussy, you sell it on P-Street. It's so much work on my celly, I had to go tell all my bitches email it to reach me. All in my DM, I follow your BM. She played with the Krosky. We used to fuck on the low ski. She used to lie on my bed and go lie to your face and say I'm just a broski. Nigga, you knows me, you ain't believe it, you wanted to toast me. I had it standing as long as a ruler in case you was coolin' and wanna approach me. Dropped the Bentayga, came back in the Cullen and she wanna fuck again. I want that tongue again, stuck it so deep that she cough up a lung again. 5-star bitches, they on the run again, running in diamonds, they illuminating the way that I come again. I just put so many pennies on the watch and I don't never got a stun again, nigga, Lil Tory.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options, I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshing, I'ma spend this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10.
What's brackin'? Brand new whip, new mansion. Brand new tips, new dances. Same old dick, new magnums. Same old shit, new maggots. Same old throne, new dragons. Same old strong, new ashes. I can pass that bitch like magic. Yeah, I ain't capping, I'm lit, I'm active. Yeah, look 5 in that bitch like Paxton. Yeah, I'm drowning this milk like Applejack. I sell a bitch dream, put tax on that. Look, slime that bitch, that slap. Obama press roll, that's black on black. Yeah, 99 problems. The bitch ain't one yet. Numbers don't lie, it's the aftermath. Yeah, what's poppin'? Brand new phone, just dropped it. Fuck it, I got options. I bust down a couple Apple Watches. I can put the ball in the end zone, put a bad bitch in her friend zone. Ooh, I'ma bust all in the skin tone. I be messed up as Ken Jong. Ooh, dark hair bitch look like she go. I like I'm blind like me though. Although I'm dying called Leon. I was still slide like Neo. Keep all around my pre-roll. New Orleans nigga, I'm Creole. She say, babe, does it hurt when I deep throw? I just better not for your T-ho.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options, I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshing, I'ma spend this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins.
Alright guys, I'm gonna do a different way of doing this for Nick Cannon. We're gonna go over the video and then we're gonna shit on Nick, okay? Because this is crazy. So I have this one. I have a few I have one or two things I wanna respond to. Right. All right. So first thing we're gonna go over is Nick Cannon.
Then let's go to what it really is. Then when we talk about the power of melanated people, when we talk about who we really are as guys, and understanding that our melanin is so powerful and it connects us in a way that the reason why they fear black, the reason why they fear is because the lack that they have of it. So then
so he's trying to apply some sort of spiritual thing to melanin. That this is responsible for some sort of behavior, some actions that black people tend to have, maybe something like resilience, maybe something like soul, he says like that, dancing differently, all these things where every race is going to have their own unique, or every group of people, or a group of people, or just an individual, is going to be impacted by a combination of the environment and the nature, some genetic predisposition. Regarding this mystical shit that he's applying to race or melanin, last time I checked, there's nothing like that in like any literature that I'm aware of. I know people. This is a type of biological like race realism that people kind of throw out, like scientific racism. Like there's some sort of positive thing inherently in black people based off of, or in a group of people based off of characteristics that makes them quote unquote superior to another group of people in a way. Melanin is something that all fucking races have. These are, everybody has melanin, right? Everybody does. So when he tries, it's funny that that's something he starts out with where he just didn't, it makes me wonder. He's 39 years old, didn't read shit.
you see what Dr. Francis C. Wellesley talked about is that fear and that
just genetic annihilation.
Francis, I don't know who Francis C. Welsing. The fuck is this guy? Cross theory of color confrontation and race interpretation. I don't even know. Well, okay, so here's a thing that people should be aware of as well. Regardless of if you went to school or anything, don't think that just because someone went to fucking school, this bitch didn't even go to college. Alma mater, Antioch College, Howard. Okay. Don't think that just because someone has a fucking degree in whatever field that they don't spew some quack weird shit. There are people in every single field of study who are like this. I can go into more details. There are even people I work with in a hospital who are doctors in the emergency departments, and they're out pseudo intellectual bullshit. Don't think that just because someone has a degree in their field of study that they have something to speak about, at least in like a specialty sense. And they flop between generalists and specialists in all fields of study and try to make it seem like they have the next best thing, but they don't. I don't know who she is, but I don't care. This is just bullshit. This is scientific racism has been debunked. It's been debunked, but we're constantly dealing with this from white people already. So from a greater perspective, only black people doing this.
You'd have a person that has the lack of pigment, the lack of melanin, that they know that they will be annihilated. So therefore, however they got the power.
So like even this, right? This may have been an evil side thing where something looking different than you may have been viewed as scary because there's some sort of pattern recognition you may have gauged in. We've done this just biologically. We do this to gain utility out of whatever situation we're in as human beings. So like the idea of that they view it as a threat and they're like, this is like self-preservation. There's a lot that goes into that. They're trying to imply that this is a larger scheme like that. It's way more nuanced than that. People, you can't attribute malice to people who are well-intended. Malice to stupidity. There's a lot of things that go into why people may feel a certain way. You viewing something as negative happens even as a person who's black. Religious people, certain other races, white people in a sense, depending on like what the context is. religion, Muslims, like a whole bunch of different shit. So like there's a lot that goes into it. What like you can also argue the same thing for like religions. Like, you know, these people are inherently this is like Muslims. They want to blow you up. So, you know, this is why you should be scared of them and not, you know, that they're so concerned about us not doing some of their primitive quote unquote things of like dating 9-year-olds or some shit. Like, you know, you can pull the same bullshit. Okay, and just to be clear, on Muslims, this is way more nuanced than that. You know, in regards to the age of consent, this is fucking malleable. You know, we've, you know, we can go into, that's not necessary, but you know, it's just the point that you know, a lot goes into thinking that someone has this inherent belief, or that this characteristic is responsible for some behavior inherently. You know, it's a lot that goes into that. It's very negative that he's saying this. Very toxic, and this is something that happens in the black community as well that needs to stop with all groups of people with regards to the anti-Semitism and the theories that they build up that they end up agreeing with fucking white supremacists and Nazis on.
They have the lack of compassion that melanin comes with compassion.
Oh, even if this was okay, let's play.
Melanin comes with soul that we call.
Okay, what soul, compassion? I don't know if they're the same thing. Regardless, let's go into this. Even if this was something inherent, right? You know there are white people. He's even said in his statement that there are like Jewish people who support him. Like, so even if this is something that's inherent, which you haven't proven, like that's what a lot goes into that, and it's not true, right? It's just bullshit what he's saying. Even exhausting the principle of charity, it's bullshit, right? Can't that behavior be learned? Isn't this something you can control for and try to inform them? But I mean, if you're coming at it from this angle, if I was a white person, I wouldn't be comfortable. I wouldn't want to, you know, identify with this too or agree with you either, because you're saying bullshit. Right? You see me as like, this is a lot that goes into this. You're gonna be like, wait, hold on now. Like, I haven't read much, and apparently you may have read a little bit, but like, I just don't see how this makes sense. Like, like just as a person who's not informed, it doesn't matter. Like, let's just break this down a bit. Like,
oh, we call it soul. We soul brothers and sisters.
It can be learned. You know?
That's the melanin
you can
that
influence.
Connects us.
Right.
So the people that don't have it are a little, and I'm gonna say this carefully, are a little less. And where the term actually comes from, because I'm
less inferior, right? Right? He's applying so much value to a random characteristic, and then he's saying that is why you're superior to someone else. See the problem? This is just white people. So I heard the clips of the Rothschilds and shit. Like, that's even this. So look at it. Look at the types of people that he's pulling in. You don't even have to be a person who's anti-Semitic, or you're a person who you can be a person who loves Jewish people. And as you're being fed this shit and you agree, he pops in some anti-Semitism shit, like the fucking Rothschilds and the Jews. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, oh shit, maybe Hitler was right. Like, what? Like, I don't think he did that, but like, people have said that. And it's like, whoa, what the fuck? I had you until you said there. But like, depending on how much of them you already agree with, is it possible for you to start entertaining that idea about Hitler not being that bad of a person? It's very scary.
Bringing it all the way back around to Minister Farrakhan, to where
Minister Farrakhan, who calls Jewish people termites.
It may not have the compassion or
right.
the when they.
And mind this as well. These are another group of people who always like dick ride Gaddafi and like make it seem like he alone is responsible. Like, he didn't, anything that came to him and his own people sodomizing him was just like, you know, a coup by like foreign powers. Like, come the fuck on, bro. Like, we definitely took advantage of it. I say we're definitely complicit in some shit going on, but come on, bro. His own people had a problem with him. These are the same type of people throwing out this shit. Promise you can see. Where's that dome? Where's that place for the Nation of Islam where they meet, like a huge mosque or whatever? He said that shit many times. He's talking about Obama, a whole bunch of evil shit that fucking Farrakhan talks about.
Were sent to the mountains of Caucasus when they didn't have the power of the sun that was.
It's not that they were sent. People were like they weren't sent there. Like they were kind of just drifted apart. Like this is how like expression of like characteristics like occur. There can be that force, but you don't even have proof of that force. Or what is he saying about? Or what is he saying? Oh wait, is he talking about Yaqub?
That the sun then started to deteriorate them. So then they're acting out of fear.
Oh, I see what he's saying. So he's throwing out the Yaqub shit. This is why he said like Minister Farrakhan, right? Because Minister Farrakhan apparently believes that white people were bred in like the Caucasus Mountains by like the scientist Yaqub or whatever, and you know he bred them out, and then the white person turned into like evil, right? Because they killed Yaqub. Oh, damn! This is fucking interesting.
They're
Wow.
acting
Wow.
out of low self-esteem.
Low
They're
self-esteem.
acting out of a
lot.
deficiency.
Even between black people, they infringed on their own well-being. This happened a long time, just like primitive forms of infringing and gaining utility out of your situation for like in Africa, where people would just run into your shit and you'd run away, and eventually you defended yourself, but it'd be based off of things you value. Do you see how violent this can get? Can you see how, even from a biological perspective, after we human beings, even though like some of these things were to a point where it was for a form of survival, these higher cognitive processes, they use a lot of this, they use this weird like they use this mechanism, this process to their convenience. The idea that people will hurt you and the baggage behind it, oh man.
So therefore, the only way that they can act is evil. The only way they can, they have to.
So when blacks and people were doing slaves, when they were just killing each other, when Shaka Zulu was fucking smashing niggas' heads wide open, one group of people wouldn't have viewed that as evil.
Rob, steal, rape, kill, and
Fight or flight,
in order to survive.
Right.
Exactly.
Yo, this is the same thing, right? Black people, they're fucking Negroes. They're always around the heat. They have nothing but violence. It's not surprising you see the low IQs all across the globe and them doing all these evil things and you see this in a high amount of crime in these areas, and crime increases around them when it's hotter. Look at what's going on in fucking New York and around these black communities right now with coronavirus. Like, you can literally argue the same thing if you're a white supremacist. Look at what he's saying.
So then these people who didn't have what we had, and when I say we, I speak of the melanated people.
Right.
They had to be savages. They had to be barbaric. Because they're in these Nordic mountains. They're in these rough torrential environments, so they're
What about people? Oh well, like okay, so I can even understand this. So let's say I pose this question to him that like, okay, maybe
acting as animals.
Right.
So they're the ones that are actually closer to animals. They're the natural environments. So mountains, they're in these rough torrential environments, so they're acting as animals.
Right.
So they're the ones that are actually closer to animals. They're
look at why would he like I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Like what but isn't this the same? You change all of this out with like black and like a few arguments, it's the same shit.
They're the ones that are actually the true savages. And then they built up such this I don't want to say warrior, but they built up such this conquering barbaric.
Oh look, black people are evil. They've been trying to subvert the fucking world for the longest, making it seem like everyone's responsible for them. But look, when we leave them on their own and when we leave them in their own places together, they fucking kill each other off. They do all the most crime. Look at Africa. It's a shithole country. Oh man, this guy is saying all of these things that fucking white supremacists say. And this is the type of person, the line of thinking that a lot of people have within the black community, and it's fucking disgusting. It's fucking gross. Now, this anti-Semitism, a shitload of people engage in anti-Semitism. All races engage in it. There's been issues between a shitload of religions for a long time. Between Muslims, Jews, and Christians for a long time, there's been issues. There's a difference in race, ethnicity, and nationality, and religion. And when you have people who have no idea how these things can be, these things are different from another, and how you can merge some of these things, like an ethno-religious group, and understanding what that means, you get a lot of negative shit from even the people who he may be pointing out, Jews. There are many racist Jews. The state of Israel is a fucking apartheid state. It's fucking ethnic cleansing in a sense. You ever read what fucking Bibi Netanyahu or Yair Netanyahu says on fucking Twitter? This guy got fucking banned. He calling fucking Arabs and shit, saying the worst shit. And I have last I've been aware of, Arab is a slur. Okay, can be a slur. Pakistan, if you're from Pakistan, which Muslims do, which Jewish people do have issues with, brown people, they call you Paki. That can be an insult as well. Jewish people have infringed on and this is another line of thinking that people are with. Any of the premises that I may use as a person who's saying that I'm against this is a premise. This is a statement that can be used with the combination of other statements to draw a conclusion, to come to a conclusion. Me saying it alone without qualifying it or putting it in that instance can be used negatively, or can be used in some bad shit. So I just want to set my distinction about showing why I'm different from these people. Okay. Jewish people have shit on the well-being of black Jews. They still do. They still do. The shooting, the kosher shooting in whatever, New Jersey or New York, New Jersey, I think, that was because those were black Hebrew Israelites. Look at Twitter. You're seeing shit about Hebrews, black. You're seeing that you need to start clearing this shit. Because what happens now is the racists who are Jewish people can use this as a shield and make it seem like they're the fucking ones who are abused and shit the most, when they're not. This is why these things are toxic. Trying to argue that people are inherently evil and they have this fucking calling to fucking destroy shit, which is what he does with the Rothschild, with the whole Jewish question shit, is a problem. And white people already do it. When Kevin McCarthy were making those statements, when he deleted the tweet about fucking don't let these people buy the election, who was he using? People like Mike Bloomberg, George Soros. George Soros is one of the people, right? And applying the socialist label to him, and the idea that he wants to push diversity and destroy the world, and the Nazis were leftists, and these fucking bullshit pseudo-intellectual points that are just not factually correct. This just needs to stop. He deserves to get canceled. And a funny thing here is, after all of this happened, he didn't apologize. And not only did he not apologize, so he still has these beliefs that he's sticking true to, right? That he's really not changing. Regardless of that long-ass statement, he didn't apologize. Now, I guess he has all the right to try and withdraw from Viacom and say he's the owner of the brand or whatever. Sure, or MTV, or whatever. Like, why is he doing it now? It doesn't even send a clear message, because it's not like he's clearing all of his beliefs, really. He didn't clear all of his beliefs. You still don't know which things he's not apologizing for. And he got people all out here defending him from a variety of statements combined to justify a conclusion. They got a whole bunch of different frameworks and he ain't saying nothing. And then he's like, I want control of my brand. Do you really think that he apologizes, or that he's apologizing for things that are really the most important out of this entire apology? No. He's sticking true or whatever. And he's going to get support from a variety of people with a different variety of frameworks. And it's a problem. It's really shit. But what the fuck does this mean? So, that's my being done on it. That anti-Semitism needs to stop. What fucking what's his name? What Terry Crews was talking about? Be careful that Black Lives Matter doesn't become Black Lives Are Better or whatever. This is what he meant. Don't you see him arguing how blacks are superior? This is what Terry Crews was talking about. Exactly this. I just want to see this and not go, but I just wanted to clarify that. First video, I was fucking rambling. This was a really good video. I think I just stayed on the video. This was a 20-minute. It's like a 15-minute debunk of that 2-minute clip. I think that's pretty good, and I think I was pretty spot on. I'm proud of myself. I deleted that other video. That was all over the fucking place. It was the morning, guys. I just had, I was eating breakfast. Maybe my brain wasn't, operating as clearly as it should, I don't know. But, this reparation shit, this is interesting. So what 7-0 hundreds of remove statute. Oh, it's no direct payments. Make investments where they face the price disparities. I mean, you should be doing that anyway. Okay, so this is really not much then. That's fucking hilarious. Nice little fucking treats. Little bones. Nice little fucking bones. Doesn't matter. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment. Love you all. Hope you're physically distancing, staying safe, sanitizing. Fucking listen to instructions. Listen to science, okay? This is all that's important. Listen to science. Love you all. GG. See you.